Hey, how you doing? It's Stéphane from Blue Bayou Resort, and figured I was going to do some board today on my sawmill so I can build my campground one board at a time. It's a beautiful day. It's Sunday afternoon. I did the work that I had to do at the campground, and I decided I need a little break here. So, me a little break is cutting wood. It's a very beautiful day. I think this sawmill is probably one of the best sawmill for like where it's at, you know, where it's situated. It's like sawing wood with a view. So I'll explain to you what I did lately on my sawmill. So I'm gonna keep it so you can see me. So what I ended up doing is I replaced the blade anyway. So I put a bigger blade in. That's a little thicker, and it's an 1.5-inch blade instead of 1.25 inches. It's a Turbo 7 for those who knows what blades are to put on a sawmill. It's 0.58 or something like that, but it's a Turbo 7. I tried it a few times. It works really good. I've cut probably, I would say, 4 or 5 logs with it. 4 logs, but my logs are not that big at the moment. I do have a big one coming up though. That one right there is kind of huge. So I think I could do a little bit more than they say you can do 7-8 logs with this blade. So I'll know for sure sometime today how many blades how many logs I can do with one blade. All right, other setups I did is that bumper right there. I put it there. You can see on the wood right now. Here, I'll show you nothing like this. Like if that bumper, usually this bumper right here was at the end right here, and this log would be floating for quite a bit. So I moved that bumper, because the saw anyway stops right. This is where the blade pretty much finishes. This is a 10-foot 3-inch log, and I think I can cut like up to 10-foot 4. So, but by putting the bumper right here, see the log is not floating by like somewhere around 30 inches. So what happened is it's okay right now, but when your logs, when you start sawing the logs and let's say you're doing boards, I feel like it tends to, when you get to this point, it tends to push the board down before you get to the end. So it kind of screws up every end of your boards that you're cutting. So by putting this support right here, keeps it from pushing it down and saves me a lot of trouble. So that's a little trick I've already learned. I'm new at this, but I'm a quick learner at that kind of stuff. Another thing I did is I put some screws on every leg to secure it so it doesn't move. Screws right there. It doesn't move sideways. The vibration was moving it a little bit, doing that. And another thing I did is all these screws here, well, I've leveled it perfectly. Make sure that this is level and more like a straight surface. Make sure I put a straight edge where these two pieces meet right here, and make sure it was not like making a V or an opposite of a V, I guess. So it's nice and straight. So when I run my saw, it doesn't do anything funny in this area here. I think I was not totally straight when I first set it up. I think I set this thing up very quickly. I wanted to go ahead and cut some wood, and I realized that I needed to do a little bit of adjustment. So the other thing I did is I really tightened these really tight on both sides. There's another nut underneath. So right here. And I really tightened those real tight, as they were loosened up also. And then again, loosening it up makes this not perfect and gives you trouble. Other than that, new blade, make sure that this was all good. Maybe there's some things I'm not doing right at the moment, but you know, like anything else, I'll figure it out along the way. But I cut quite a few logs with this setup at the moment, and I like my setup. I even moved this one also, but doesn't really do nothing because that's the farthest I can push my chariot here. See, that's as far as it can go. So I pushed a log. I'm about less than an inch from it, so I should be able to cut this thing in one shot. And this is a nice little system. I do have I think it's a 15 horsepower engine. I do have a key for it, so I don't have to use this guy right here. I can just start it, so it makes things easier to start and stop and start and stop. And so this is I got a log that's already ready to go. I bring my chainsaw, keep it nice and just very close, because I cut stuff like this. You can see I've already cut a few already, so that because I cut them a little bit more than 10 feet on when I do the cutting on the field, and then I come here and I take care of, I remove like stuff like this, make it nice and straight. All right, so we'll do this mill. All right, so that's one log. I realize that when I get to close to the bottom there, it doesn't want to give me an inch thick board underneath, so decided to make a 2x4 out of the last piece. I could have probably taken 3/4 inch and have a piece that's 1.25 inches, but I want my planks to be 1 inch thick, not 3/4 inch, so, or 1.25 inches, and I don't know if I'm going to use 1.25 inch stuff, so I figured I'll do a 2x4 out of the last piece. So I had to rip an inch off the top of it, so that's why I'm stuck with a little piece right here. It's okay, I got a 2x4 out of it, a nice one too, and I got 3 planks and a 2x4 out of that one log. So, and some firewood. I do sell firewood here, it's a campground. All right, let's go quickly to the greenhouse. I think we're right here. I'm gonna add a little bonus to this video. Greenhouse, we put this late in the spring there. I think it was beginning of June, late May. Don't remember exactly when. But and I also put some garden box on the outside too, for stuff like zucchinis. And Shen is experimenting with all sorts of stuff, so, but zucchinis seems to be coming along. They're flowering right now. Oh, I think we're starting to see zucchinis. I think that's one right there. There's another one right there. Yeah, I think we're gonna be getting some zucchinis very soon. And then we got some salad, some bok choy. Supposedly we have carrots here somewhere. They're not big. I think they're bigger in the greenhouse. Guess carrots do a better job in the greenhouse. Again, a greenhouse with a beautiful view. Yeah, carrots are doing much better in the greenhouse. We got some lettuce. At one point we had bok choy here. I think we have more bok choy growing, which is good. And this, I think, in this box is some spice of some kind. I don't know that is shen. Starting putting stickers for the cucumbers. Here's some chive. And there's a tomato plant. We're gonna have to put some pieces of wood to help them hold up. But it's nice and warm in here, even with these open. It's beautiful and warm. I think this stuff is gonna grow. Let's make sure we water it every night. That's the water tank right there. There you go. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to book a stay at our resort, Blue Bayou Resort, just go on www.bluebayouresort.com, and you can always find us there. You can send us emails, or you can book online, or you can call us for booking. Everything is there. All the information is on the website. And if you like this content, give me one of these and subscribe. All right, Stéphane from Blue Bayou. Have a good day.